They told me the house was old. Not haunted, just old. Don't go into the basement after midnight, the landlady said, smiling like it was a joke. I smiled back. At the time, I thought she was being quirky. You know, like when weird old landlords have rules like no burning sage, no loud music after 7 p.m., or no guests without approval. But this one was different. The house had 3 tenants. Me upstairs, an older woman, Dorothy, in the front room, and a guy named Alan in the back. We never really spoke. The basement door was at the end of the hallway, right where the hardwood stopped and the tiles began. Always closed, always cold near it. No sign, no padlock, just a smooth, pale door with a black knob. I never tried opening it. Didn't have to, didn't want to. The nights were quiet. The walls were thick. I liked it until the second week. That's when I heard it. Low, muffled, a sound like crying from behind the basement door. At first, I thought it was the pipes, then maybe the neighbor's TV, but it happened again and again, and every time, only after midnight. Soft crying, then whispers, then silence. One night I stepped closer, held my breath, pressed my ear against the door. I heard footsteps, tiny ones, running in circles, and something else like breathing. Close, too close. I stepped back, didn't sleep that night. I finally asked Dorothy, "Hey, that basement, what's the deal? Someone living down there?" She looked up from her knitting and paused, then said softly, "No one's been down there in years." I must have looked confused. She added, "The stairs don't go anywhere anymore. They were sealed." Sealed? Concrete wall, nothing behind it. I didn't know what to say. Then she leaned in a little closer, her voice just a whisper. "But sometimes the door comes back." That night, I checked. The door was still there. Same knob, same pale wood, but something was different. It felt warmer, like someone had just stood behind it, or is still standing there. I turned the knob. It clicked and stopped. Locked, but it shouldn't have been, because the door had no lock. I backed away, and this time, I didn't just lose sleep. I started dreaming about it. 2 days later, Alan knocked on my door. "I saw the light," he said. "What?" "In the basement." "You didn't open it, did you?" "No." He studied my face. Didn't believe me. Then said quietly, "If it opens, don't go down. Even if you hear something, even if it's your name." Then he turned and walked away. That night I stayed up. I wanted to prove to myself it was just in my head. I sat in the hallway, back against the wall, phone in my hand. Nothing. 1:03 a.m. Still nothing. Then a soft click. I looked up. The basement door was ajar. No wind, no movement, just open, and behind it, darkness. But I could see it now. Stairs. Old wooden stairs going down into black. I stood up, took one step forward, and heard it. A voice. Help. A child's voice. Trembling. Please. My heart froze. I knew that voice. It was my niece's, but she wasn't here. She lived 3 states away. "Uncle, please help me." I turned and ran back to my room, slammed the door, locked it, and stayed up till sunrise. Morning light didn't help much, but it gave me the courage to try something. I went to the basement door again. It was closed. Normal. I opened it and blinked. There were no stairs, just a concrete wall. Like Dorothy said, plain, cold, real. But I touched it, and it was warm, and there were tiny handprints, too small for an adult. Too many to count. I told the landlady. She said, "You must have been dreaming." I asked her if anyone had died there. She didn't answer. That night, I put a chair against the basement door, just in case, but I still heard it, crying, whispers, and my name. I recorded it, played it the next day. There was nothing, just silence. I decided to move out, find a new place, sign the lease. 2 nights before I left, I couldn't sleep. I sat in the kitchen, lights off, just listening, and then I heard it again. Only this time, it wasn't crying. It was laughter. High, childlike, from the basement. Then a voice, not my niece's this time, deeper, older. It said, "You already came down. Don't you remember?" I walked to the basement door. The chair had moved. The door was open, and the staircase was there again. But this time, there were lights, dim, flickering ones, and I saw shadows moving below. I closed the door, nailed it shut, packed my things that night, and I never went back. But sometimes in new places, I still hear it, that voice, whispering, "Don't look, not yet."